Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of UK coins and revealing the top 5 most valuable coins spanning pennies, 2 pence, 5 pence, 10 pence, and 20 pence. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, these coins are worth keeping an eye on. We'll cover different conditions, mint marks, and years that make them stand out in the collector's market. Let's get started. First up, the 1999 one-penny coin represents an important era of British currency under Queen Elizabeth II's long reign. By 1992, the Royal Mint had transitioned from bronze to copper-plated steel, making the 1999 penny part of this more modern, cost-efficient composition. The coin features the fourth official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Ian Rank-Broadley, which was introduced in 1998 and used for decades. This portrait is known for its realistic detailing and slightly larger scale. Millions of 1p coins were minted in 1999, intended for everyday transactions at a time when cash remained a primary payment method. Because of high mintage and heavy circulation, most surviving examples today show significant signs of wear, dirt, discoloration, or environmental staining. The obverse displays the Rank-Broadley portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, notable for its bold and lifelike style. The initials IRB appear below the neck of the Queen. Around the portrait, we see the inscription Elizabeth II D times G times Reg times F times D times 1999, marking the Queen's title and the year of issue. On the reverse, the coin features the classic crown portcullis, a design long associated with British government and the Palace of Westminster. The inscription 1 penny sits above the portcullis, while the value 1 appears below. Even when dirty or tarnished, this design remains easily recognizable due to its strong outlines and raised features. In truth, the 1999 1p coin is not rare, especially in circulated or dirty condition. Because these coins were produced in massive quantities and used heavily, most examples are quite worn and hold little to no premium for collectors. A coin affected by dirt, corrosion, scratches, or discoloration is considered low-grade, and in the world of coin collecting, low-grade examples of common coins are typically undesirable. However, rare exceptions always exist. Some collectors look for 1999 pennies with unusual toning, environmental patterns, or light dye errors still visible beneath the dirt. Die cracks, off-center strikes, and planchet flaws can generate small but noticeable interest, even if the coin isn't in perfect condition. But overall, a dirty or heavily circulated 1999 penny is usually valued for its story rather than monetary worth. Because this coin is extremely common, its standard value in dirty or heavily circulated condition is its face value, about $432,000. In most cases, dealers and collectors won't pay more for a worn 1999 penny. However, very clean examples close to uncirculated condition may fetch around $433,000 in small sales or bulk lots. If you find a verified error coin, the value can increase significantly. Minor errors might sell between $323,000, depending on visibility and uniqueness. Major or dramatic minting errors such as broad strikes, double strikes, or wrong planchet strikes can sell for $214,000, though such examples are extremely rare for this year. For a typical dirty 1999 penny, the expected auction value remains very low, but interesting varieties always have a chance to surprise. If you're collecting UK decimal pennies, start by separating coins by year, condition, and metal type. For 1999 pennies, look for cleaner examples with strong luster and minimal surface marks. Use gentle cleaning only if necessary and only with non-abrasive methods, because harsh cleaning can permanently damage collectability. When sorting through larger batches of pennies, keep an eye out for misaligned strikes, rotated dies, or raised crack lines near the rim, as these can carry added value. Store your best condition coins in dry, airtight holders to prevent rusting, which is common with copper-plated steel coins. And always check online auctions periodically. Error varieties from the 1990s occasionally appear. The 1999 United Kingdom 1 penny may not be rare or highly valuable in dirty condition, but it remains a charming and historically meaningful piece of Britain's modern coinage. While its market value is small, its design, composition, and connection to the everyday life of millions make it a coin worth appreciating. For new collectors, it's a great starting piece. For experienced numismatists, it's a reminder that even the most ordinary coins can hide fascinating details. Next up, the United Kingdom 20 pence piece from the year 1997, specifically in fine condition. While the 20p is a common part of everyday UK currency, certain years hold more collector interest than others, and 1997 is one of those dates that many collectors keep a close eye on. In this video, we'll explore the history behind this coin, its standout features, how its condition affects rarity and value, and what it's currently selling for in the auction market, especially in US dollars. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the details of this interesting piece of British numismatic history. The 20 pence coin was first introduced into circulation in 1982 as part of the United Kingdom's continued expansion of decimal coinage. It was designed to be lightweight, easy to use, and distinctly shaped so the public could identify it quickly. By the mid-1990s, the 20p had become a firmly established part of everyday transactions. The year 1997 falls within the pre-millennium era of British coinage, a time when millions of coins were being struck annually by the Royal Mint. Even though the 1997 20p is not considered a rare date in its uncirculated form, it remains important to collectors who focus on full-date sets, condition varieties, and design continuity throughout the decades. The 1997 20 pence coin carries the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael McLouth. This portrait is easily recognizable by the detailed crown and elegant profile of Her Majesty, which helped define the appearance of many British coins during the late 1980s and 1990s. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic Tudor rose design with the numeric value 20, created by William Gardner. The coin's seven-sided heptagonal shape remains one of its most distinguishing characteristics, offering both visual appeal and practical usability. In fine condition, the coin retains noticeable detail on the Queen's portrait and the rose design, though still showing moderate wear from everyday circulation. These remaining details are what help collectors grade, identify, and evaluate the piece. Although 1997 20 pence coins were minted in high quantities, the challenge comes from finding examples that remain collectible after decades of circulation. Fine condition represents a mid-level grade better than heavily worn coins but not close to extremely fine or uncirculated examples. Collectors often pursue coins in fine condition when building date sets or when filling gaps at affordable prices. While this grade does not make the coin extremely rare, it can still hold interest among beginning and intermediate collectors who want original circulated pieces with visible detail. The rarity becomes more noticeable when compared to damaged, corroded, or heavily worn examples, which are much more common. As the years pass, finding well-preserved circulated coins becomes a bit more challenging, slowly increasing long-term collector demand. In today's auction environment, the 1997 UK 20 pence coin in fine condition holds modest but steady value. Most examples sell for around $321,000, depending on the platform, buyer interest, and overall eye appeal. While this may not seem like a high-value coin, its consistent presence in the collector's market shows that even an inexpensive piece can attract ongoing interest. Higher grades such as extremely fine or uncirculated can reach several dollars, but fine condition remains an accessible and affordable option for collectors worldwide. On eBay and other online auction sites, listings may occasionally attract slightly higher bids if the buyer is looking for a specific date or if the coin is part of a curated lot. If you're planning to collect 20p coins, especially from the 1990s, always start by examining the condition closely. Look for pieces with clear details in the Queen's crown, hair curls, and the fine lines of the Tudor rose. Even in fine condition, clarity matters. Store your coins in protective holders or album slots to prevent further wear or tarnish. Try to purchase from reputable sellers or auction listings with clear images, and remember that building a full set of 20p coins by year can be a fun and educational project. For long-term collectors, keeping an eye out for rare mint errors such as misstrikes or off-center designs can also add exciting value to your collection. Lastly, monitor the market occasionally, as prices can shift based on demand and availability. The United Kingdom's 1997 20 pence coin may not be the rarest or most expensive coin in British numismatics, but it remains a meaningful addition to any collection, especially when preserved in fine condition. Its beautiful design, place in the history of UK decimal coinage, and steady collector demand make it a coin worth learning about and appreciating. Whether you're a beginner or building a long-term collection, this 20p coin offers both historical value and an affordable entry point into the world of British coins. Next up, the United Kingdom 5 pence coin from 1987. Though it may look like an ordinary small silver-coloured coin, the 1987 5p has an interesting background and a steady place in the collector's market. In this video, we'll break down its history, design, whether it's rare, how collectors view circulated and damaged examples, its current auction value in US dollars, and a few helpful tips for anyone looking to collect or sell this iconic small denomination coin. The 5 pence coin was first introduced in 1968, ahead of the UK's full decimalisation in 1971. Its original design and size were based on the pre-decimal 1 shilling coin. By the 1980s, the coin had become a familiar everyday piece, used widely across the country. The 1987 issue belongs to the original large-size series, which remained in circulation until the denomination was reduced in size in 1990. This makes the 1987 5p part of the last few years of the larger, heavier format and era many collectors appreciate for its classic feel. The 1987 mintage was large, meant for normal daily commerce, and produced at the Royal Mint with the intention of meeting circulation demand rather than appealing to collectors. However, over the decades, most of these older, large 5p coins were withdrawn and melted once the smaller coin was introduced. As a result, surviving circulated pieces from the late 1980s are far less common in pocket change today, giving them a small historical charm. The 1987 5p coin carries several iconic design elements that make it instantly recognizable. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Raphael Maklouf. This portrait is known for its more polished and regal appearance, with the Queen wearing the royal diadem and a detailed draped neckline. Collectors often refer to this as the third portrait of the Queen used during her reign. On the reverse, you'll find the crowned thistle, Scotland's national emblem, symbolizing strength and heritage. The detailed crown above the thistle gives the coin a royal and elegant look despite its small size. Struck in cupronickel, the coin has a silver-colored appearance and a weight of 5.65 grams, larger than the modern 5p coins. These design details make the 1987 issue an attractive piece for collectors who appreciate early decimal artistry. While the 1987 5p is not considered a rare coin in general, its large-size version is no longer found in day-to-day circulation, which gives it a nostalgic and historical appeal. In circulated or damaged condition, however, the coin's value remains modest. Collectors usually prioritize uncirculated or near-mint examples, especially because so many of the original large 5p coins were either stored by collectors or melted after the 1990 size reduction. Circulated examples show common wear, smooth edges, loss of detail in the thistle, small scratches, or dull surfaces. These conditions reduce the coin's desirability but do not eliminate interest entirely. Some collectors who specialize in full-year sets or decimal-era themes still seek circulated coins to complete albums. In damaged condition such as heavy scratches, corrosion, bending, or pitting, demand becomes very low. These pieces are usually valued more for their history than monetary worth, and in the current collector and auction market, circulated 1987 5p coins hold a small but steady value. On platforms such as eBay, Etsy, and small numismatic auctions, circulated condition light to moderate wear typically sells for $214,000. Heavily worn or damaged pieces, often valued around $123,000, mostly for bulk lots or collectors who want to fill a coin. Exceptionally preserved uncirculated pieces may reach $2 to $4, especially if preserved in flips or sets. While the 1987 5p does not command high prices, its value comes from its legacy and its place in the early decimal series rather than rarity. If you're interested in collecting or selling a 1987 5p coin, here are some helpful tips. Check the condition carefully. Even minor improvements in condition, less wear, clearer details, and original shine surprisingly increase desirability. Look for full design details. A strong thistle and a clear Queen portrait are ideal for collectors. Store your coins properly. Use coin flips, albums, or holders to prevent scratches and tarnish, especially with cupronickel coins. Compare market prices before selling. Check recent auction listings to get an accurate idea of current buyer interest. Buy in sets when possible. Decimal coin sets often include the 1987 5p in better condition, usually at a lower combined cost. Avoid damaged pieces unless cheap. Badly corroded or cleaned coins rarely increase in value over time. The United Kingdom 5p coin from 1987 may not be rare or highly valuable, but it holds a remarkable place in modern British numismatic history. As one of the last large-size 5p coins before the 1990 redesign, it carries nostalgia, artistic detail, and educational value for collectors and enthusiasts alike. In circulated condition, its monetary value remains modest, but its charm lies in its legacy and the story it tells about the evolution of UK coinage. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced numismatist, adding a 1987 5p coin to your collection offers a small but meaningful piece of Britain's decimal journey. Next up, the United Kingdom 10p coin from 1997, specifically in bad or heavily circulated condition. While the 1997 10p may not be considered rare at first glance, its story, design, production context, and collector interest reveal far more than most people expect. In this video, we'll explore its history, features, and the surprising role that condition plays in determining its value on the market. So sit back and join me as we uncover everything you need to know about the 1997 UK 10p coin. The 10p coin holds an important place in the United Kingdom's decimal currency system, which officially began in 1971. Originally, the 10p was a large-sized coin, but in 1992 it was reduced to a smaller, more compact version. This smaller type includes the 1997 issue. The 1997 release falls into a period of stable, high-volume minting by the Royal Mint. At that time, the UK was transitioning into a new era of updated coinage, and millions of 10p pieces were produced annually to meet public circulation needs. This means that while the year isn't rare by mintage numbers alone, it remains a part of the broader evolution of the UK's decimal currency and reflects the practical, everyday design choices of that era. The 1997 10 pence coin features the crowned lion passant guardant on its reverse, a classic design that symbolises British strength and heritage. The detailed lion is surrounded by the words 10 pence, creating a clean and traditional layout. On the obverse, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II sculpted by Raphael Macluf, which was used on UK coinage from 1985 to 1997. This makes the 1997 10p one of the final years to carry this specific portrait before the design was updated in 1998. The coin is composed of cupronickel, giving it durability and resistance to corrosion, although in bad condition it may appear tarnished, scratched, or discolored due to heavy circulation or exposure to the elements. When determining rarity, condition is everything. The 1997 10p is not considered rare in high-grade form, as many examples still exist in collections, uncirculated bags, and general circulation. However, in bad condition, rusty, dull, bent, scratched, or heavily worn, collector demand drops significantly. Most collectors focus on uncirculated or near-mint examples, meaning that badly damaged coins from this year rarely attract serious interest from numismatists. The only time a heavily circulated coin might gain attention is when it has a rare minting error such as off-center striking, die cracks, double strikes, or planchette flaws. These errors can drastically change the appeal of a coin, but in normal worn state, the 1997 10p remains common. Still, some hobbyists enjoy collecting circulated pieces for reference collections, educational purposes, or to complete year sets. In the current market, a badly conditioned 1997 10 pence coin generally holds its face value around 10 pence, which converts to approximately $431,000. On most online marketplaces, heavily worn examples typically sell for $225,000, depending on the seller and listing visibility. However, if the coin has an unusual error, even in poor condition, its value can rise dramatically. Minor errors may bring $322,000, while major or rare errors can reach $114,000 at auction. Regular, non-error coins in bad shape rarely exceed $1. It's important to keep expectations realistic unless your coin shows clear, confirmed mint errors that add genuine collectible demand. For collectors, the key is always to examine your coin carefully. If you're dealing with a 1997 10p in bad condition, check first for minting errors before dismissing it. Look for doubling in the lettering, misalignment, die breaks, unusual shapes, or abnormal metal surfaces. If you plan to sell the coin, take clear photos showing both sides, especially if there's an error or unique feature. For buyers, consider focusing on higher-grade examples if you're building a long-term value collection, because circulated pieces rarely appreciate much over time. Storing your coins in dry, cool environments and using protective sleeves can prevent further deterioration. Finally, always compare prices across multiple platforms, auction sites, coin shops, collector forums to get a realistic sense of market value. The United Kingdom 10 pence coin from 1997 may not be a standout rarity, but it remains a fascinating piece of modern British coinage. Even in bad condition, it carries historical significance, iconic design elements, and potential collectible value when errors are involved. Whether you found one in your change or discovered it in an old coin box, it's always worth learning about the story behind it and checking for hidden details that might make it special. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 pence coin from 2004, specifically in fine condition. While many people see modern coins as everyday change, the 2004 2p piece has unique characteristics that make it interesting to collectors. In this video, we'll dive deep into its history, design, rarity, and auction market value in dollars. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just curious about UK coins, this guide will give you a detailed look at why even relatively recent coins like this can hold value and interest in the collector world. The 2 pence coin is part of the UK's decimal currency system, introduced in 1971 to replace the old pre-decimal pennies. By 2004, the 2p coin had been a staple of circulation for over 3 decades. Produced at the Royal Mint, the 2004 2p coin was struck in cupronickel, a durable alloy of copper and nickel, making it resistant to corrosion and everyday wear. This coin represents a period of stable minting in the UK, with millions issued for circulation, ensuring its presence in pockets and cash registers across the country. Despite its commonality in circulation, collectors pay attention to finer details such as condition, minting errors, and design features, which can influence value significantly. The 2004 2p coin features the iconic badge of the Prince of Wales plume on the reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside. This intricate design shows a plume of ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, tied with a ribbon bearing the German motto Ich diene, meaning I serve. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley, used from 1998 onwards, showing the Queen in a more mature and detailed design than earlier portraits. The combination of these design elements gives the 2004 2p coin both historical and aesthetic significance. Coins in fine condition show some wear, but the details of the plume and the Queen's portrait remain clearly visible, which is crucial for collectors. The 2004 2p coin is not considered rare in uncirculated or circulated form due to the large mintage, which numbered in the tens of millions. However, condition plays a key role in determining collector interest. Coins in fine condition showing moderate wear but retaining detail are less valuable than uncirculated examples, but still attract collectors who want a complete set from this period or who are interested in condition grading for educational purposes. Damaged or heavily worn examples typically have very low demand because most collectors prefer coins with clear features. That said, errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or double strikes can make even a common 2004 2p coin highly desirable, creating an interesting niche market for specific flawed specimens. The auction market, a 2004 2p coin in fine condition generally carries modest value. Standard examples are often sold at or slightly above face value, which is about $433,000. Coins in fine condition may fetch between $322,000, depending on factors such as seller reputation, packaging, or minor variations in appearance. If the coin features a minting error or unique characteristic, values can increase significantly. Minor errors may sell for $216,000, while rare and striking errors can reach $113,000 in specialized auctions. Understanding these value ranges is essential for collectors aiming to make informed purchases or sales. Tips for collectors interested in the 2004 2p coin should first focus on condition and verification. Examine coins for any irregularities such as scratches, discoloration, or unusual striking patterns. Even a coin in fine condition can be valuable if it has a rare error. Proper storage is critical. Use protective holders or coin albums and store coins in a cool, dry environment to prevent tarnishing or corrosion. When buying or selling, always compare prices across multiple platforms, including online marketplaces, auction houses, and coin shows, to ensure fair pricing. Additionally, documenting each coin with clear photographs and notes on its condition or errors can increase its attractiveness to potential buyers. The United Kingdom 2 pence coin from 2004 may seem ordinary at first glance, but it holds historical significance, elegant design, and collector interest, especially when preserved in fine condition. While it is not rare in the traditional sense, understanding its features, potential errors, and auction value can make collecting it rewarding. Whether you're a casual collector or a numismatic enthusiast, taking the time to examine, preserve, and appreciate these coins adds both knowledge and potential value to your collection. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more insights into the fascinating world of coin collecting.